What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's DripGodDero, and I'm back at you guys with another bang. Now, in today's video, I want to bring up the topic of accepting the reality. But before I get into this video, please like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because when I'm in front of this camera, I am here to help you mentally, physically, or financially. But with all that being said, yeah, like I said before, this will be a real talk video, so get your popcorn. And this might ruffle a lot of people's feathers. It might have a lot of y'all angry, mad, furious. But it's something that needs to be said. So, with all that being said, it's time for a lot of us to accept the reality. It's time for you to accept the reality that you just don't want it bad enough. It's a lot of people out here who say they want to be millionaires, who say they want to see six figures every year, but they just don't want it bad enough. They not putting in that time, that effort, that work to achieve that monetary level that they want to be at. You just don't want it bad enough. You say you want to, hit six figures, but you ain't doing no OT. You still only working 40 hours a week. That's average. You don't want it bad enough. Sorry to tell you. You say you want to hit six figures, but you still working at a warehouse. You still over there flipping pallets. You don't want it bad enough. You know damn well that ain't gonna get you to six figures. You don't want it bad enough. I'm sorry to tell you. Hey, it ain't my fault, it's yours. I'm sorry to tell you. You just don't want it bad enough. You say that you want to hit six figures. But like I said before, you just doing all the things that an average person do. You ain't putting in no OT. You ain't trying to start your own business. You ain't trying to get any certifications, degrees or anything that can put you in a work field that can make you touch six figures a year. You just don't want it bad enough. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. You just don't want it bad enough. You need to accept that reality. You need to also accept the reality that it's time to try something different. It's a lot of y'all out here who done worked at a job for 5 years, 10 years, and haven't got a raise since you've been there. Been at the same work position since you've been there. The pallet puller, the cashier. You've been doing that for 5 years, 10 years, but still saying that, I want to move up in life. I want to get more money. It's time to try something different. It's time to accept that reality. It's time to accept that reality that it might be time to, go back to school, go back to college. It might be time to do that. It might be time to, get you some new certifications and switch into a different job field that will give you more, that does have the opportunity to give you more monetary gain. It's time to switch it up. It's time to try something different. It's time to try something different if you've been on YouTube for 10 years, 5 years, and you still ain't blew up. It's time to, change your content up. You might need to, switch over to tutorial videos if you've been doing gaming videos that whole time. It might be time to switch the game up. You might have been doing, RPG games. It's time to switch it up to first-person shooters. It's time to do something different. It's time to do something different. You need to accept that reality. You need to also accept the reality that you're just not as important as you think you are. You've been working at that job for 5 years, 10 years, and still ain't got a promotion. Still in the same working position that you was in when you started. It's time to accept that you just not that important to the company. It's time to accept that. You went to your manager to ask for a raise and they said, no, it's time to accept. You just not that important to the company. It's time to accept that. It's time to accept that people don't listen to you because you're not important. You don't have no status. You don't have no pull. It's time to accept that. It's time to accept that people don't know who you are because you're not that important. Nobody gives a fuck about you. It's time to accept that and change that. It's time to accept that reality. It's also time to accept the reality that you just can't help everyone. You done had a homegirl that's been messing with the same broke, dusty dudes for 5 years and complaining that she can't get a good man. Even though you done told her, hey, Jaquisha, hey, Shaquisha, instead of, talking to these dudes that's at these strip clubs, it might be time to talk to a dude that's working at your job. You're a nurse. It might be time to talk to one of the doctors at your job. Oh, nah, them niggas lame. You done told her already. She just don't listen. It's time to accept that reality that, you can't help everybody. It's time to accept the reality that, yo homegirl, she been fucking with a dude that's cheated on her 5-6 times and she still with him. And you done told her time and time again, you might want to leave this dude. It's time to do something better. And she just keep going back to him even after she leave. It's time to accept the reality that she not gonna listen to your ass. Accept that reality. For the women out here, it's time to accept the reality that your man is a bum. That nigga been playing games since you met him. He been playing games, sitting on the couch, eating up all the food in the fridge since you met him. It's been 5 years. And that nigga ain't found the job yet. It's time to accept the reality that you made a bad choice. And that you need to lead this man. That nigga ain't about to become shit. Accept that reality, bro. Accept that reality, young lady. It's time to accept the reality. It's time to accept the reality that you just don't qualify for what you want. It's a lot of women out here saying that they want a man making 6 figures, a high value man. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. But they got 5 kids by different men. Do you really think a man like that, a high figure man, wants you? You working at Church's Chicken. It's time to accept the reality that you just don't qualify for that type of dude. For the men out here, it's time to accept the reality that, nigga, you don't qualify for a 10. You fat as fuck. You don't got your money right. You working as a pallet puller. You flipping pallets. Nigga, a 10 is not looking your way. You're ugly as fuck. Your skin dried out. Your lips crusty. Your beard ain't lined up. Your hair, you don't even got a haircut. Your edge up look like a puzzle piece. It's time to accept the reality. You don't qualify for that. Work on yourself. It's time to self-improve. It's time to accept that reality. But with all that being said, man, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like the fucking video, comment on the fucking video, subscribe to the fucking channel, and turn on notifications. Because when I'm in front of this camera, like I said before, I am here to help you mentally, physically, or financially. But with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.